Hey, my name's Pip. I'm one of the trustees for Woodcraft Oak on Woodcraft Oak's General Council. This is one of our short videos just to update you on what we did at our latest meeting and what's going on in the wider world of woodcraft. So, General Council met last Sunday, when I'm recording this, on the 17th of October. And it was our first meeting after the elections at the AGM. So, we welcomed two new trustees. So welcome Jenny and Tamsin. It's good to have you with us. And in this meeting, the main thing we do is elect roles. But before that, we had a nice update about the finances. So we get quarterly reports from Richard, our head of resources, and we looked over those and kind of looked at the current budgets of the year, and then we started to look at a draft budget for 2022, planning ahead, which is a really important role that we fulfill as trustees.
As is customary in our first GC meeting with the new board, we did role distribution. This time, however, we only elected our leads, lead of staffing, lead of safeguarding, lead of centres, lead of health and safety, and our centre links. We postponed the majority of our decision around roles to happen instead in November, where we're going to be meeting in person for the first time since pre-pandemic. We did this because we wanted to make the discussion around roles and responsibility as collaborative and as fun and democratic and involved as possible, which is both easier and more comfortable in person. In this last meeting, we spoke a lot about this process, planning it, and also about how we are going to be making sure we are filling our shadow roles. These are roles in which trustees, especially those with less experience or potentially younger, can gain skills and knowledge of a certain role without having to take the full responsibility and workload if they don't feel ready. This is really important for General Council as it ensures that the experience we have is shared, but it also makes sure that we are empowering our young people to fill positions, and we are ensuring that Woodcraft Oak remains youth-led.
At this first meeting every year, General Council also elects its chair. So I've been General Council's chair for the last 3 years. I started in 2018. And this year we had our first contested election for quite a while, since 2015, I think. And so myself, I ran for chair. I've been chair for 3 years. And Aggie, who's been shadow chair for last year, also ran. And we did this in a harmonious way. We both planned to stand together and kind of give the trustees a choice of, do they need continuity at this time? Do they need someone who's done it for 3 years? Or do they want someone new and a bit of fresh blood, a bit of new thinking to lead the organisation? And I'm really pleased to announce that the trustees elected Aggie. So congratulations, Aggie. It's really exciting to have a new young person, a young woman as well, in this role and leading the organisation forward. So I'll pass over to Aggie briefly to talk.
Hello, for those who don't know me, I'm Aggie, I'm 24 and I'm the new chair of General Council. I am originally from Cambridge District and have been in the folk since a small child, although I'm currently living in Brussels as the European Solidarity Corps long-term volunteer with IFM. I'm really excited about being chair and working with more of our staff and trustees. I'm passionate about accessibility and inclusion and want to continue the work that we've been doing to ensure that we are youth and child-led, as I think this is a really important part of our movement. I'd like to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to Pip, our outgoing chair. This is not the first time I've worked with Pip, as we were on DF committee together when we were younger, and he's always been incredibly supportive of me. And so on a personal level, I'd like to thank him for encouraging me to go for chair and for the year that I've had where I've been shadowing him while he's been in this role. On a more professional level, I'd really like to take this time to recognise Pip's achievements as chair. Pip became chair at 22, and so he was probably one of the youngest chairs of a national charity, potentially ever, though I don't actually know the facts. And he has not had the easiest time as he has led the board through COVID and supported Woodcraft through this time of incredible uncertainty and disappointment, especially with the postponing of Common Ground. Despite this, he's done a huge amount in his 3 years, including writing a pretty radical business plan for 10 changes about how Woodcraft Oak wants to grow as an organisation, delivering a keynote speech at the Cooperative College's 100th anniversary conference, being part of a new staffing structure and representing the Woodcraft Folk in Tbilisi at the IFM Congress. Pip has facilitated online meetings at a time when this was new and this was different, and kept the board engaged during a really, really difficult time for Woodcraft Folk. And so all of us want to thank him for this. Luckily, Pip is still going to be on GC, and so we'll still benefit from his experience and from his expertise. And I'm very glad to be continuing working with him. So from all of us on the board and from myself, thank you very much, Pip, for all the work that you have put in.
Thanks, Aggie. And I'm really glad to be leaving General Council and the whole movement in such capable hands. Like, as Aggie says, we've worked together quite a bit. And Aggie's done loads of exciting things in her normal life and in Woodcraft life. Most recently, she helped organise was one of two organisers of the amazing wide game we had at V Camp in 2019. So she knows how to organise something raucous, and also has been a fantastic trustee over the last year, and been very involved in the international work that Woodcraft Folk's been doing. So, yeah. Aggie's going to be a great chair. I really look forward to being a trustee on her board and seeing where she takes us. So, yeah, good luck, Aggie. It's going to be great. And also, Aggie's pointed out all the things that happened while I'm chair, and I'm really proud of them, but also thanks to the amazing trustee board and trustee board members we've had over the last few years who have made my life very easy. So I'm really proud of the changes we've done, and I can't wait to see what we do next.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for engaging with us. If you have any comments or questions, please send them to general.council@woodcraft.org.uk. Thank you.